Scott Smith. Good evening and welcome to another soul-soothing episode of Up Late with Sam Bass. By the way, Scott Smith, we appreciate you lending your voice to this show. One day you might even get to sit up here, but tonight's not the night. So tonight's show is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Davenport Auto Park, right here in Rocky Mount, your home for new Hondas, new GMCs, and the greatest selections of used cars that you can imagine. Quality stuff, folks. Plus their service department will keep you rolling. The people out there are awesome, except for Jamie. She throws things, she throws fits, she see what I'm saying? Trust me, I know. I also want to thank my day job, Serve Pro of Rocky Mount and Tarboro. The folks who show up when life gets messy, floods, fires, mystery stains appear from your in-laws visit. At Serve Pro, we got you. See, folks, Serve Pro is my Clark Kent job. See, Clark Kent? But you know, once I kind of sip on my special juice, I pop over here and I transform into Super Sam and I come and do this show. And let me also give a big shout out to my good buddy Phil Sabella over in Wilson at Phil's Music Exchange. Phil's got everything. If he doesn't have it, he'll find it. If he can't find it, you probably didn't even need it. And don't forget to tell him you saw it Up Late with Sam Bass, and he will put an extra punch on your punch discount card that he has over there. I actually went in there myself with the punch discount card, and I told his son Philip, hey, I've got a discount card, and I saw it on Up Late with Sam Bass, and he said, well, you are Sam Bass. I said, well, okay, but he didn't give it to me, but he will give it to you. Also, I have a special shout out, old friend of mine named Seth Hunt. I've known Seth most of my life. Not only is he a good friend, he's one of the wittiest and funniest guys I know. He was kind enough to supply us with an extra special apple juice straight from Kentucky, the Belle of Mayville. It's good stuff right there, folks, in case you didn't know. I want to encourage anybody that watches this show to do the same thing Seth did. That's always a fun thing to do, to get something in the mail. So tonight we've got a fantastic show. The Saxiest man alive is here. You've seen him online, maybe you've seen him perform live. I hear he's comfortable wielding either a saxophone or a sledgehammer. The one and only Craig Saxy is here. But before we bring him out, it's time for tonight's Top 5 list. Drum roll, please. Here are the top 5 most unforgettable saxophonists. Number 5, Kenny G, the only saxophonist whose hair has its own wind section. Can't you just picture it blowing? I'm not gonna lie, a little bit jealous. That was terrible. All right, number 4. Lisa Simpson. Yeah, I know she's animated, hell, but so am I. She's done more for saxophone awareness than most public school music programs. Don't deny it. Personally, I prefer her early work. Number 3, Clarence Clemens, the big man. Saxophonist for Bruce Springsteen. May he rest in peace. Not Bruce, but Clarence. He was the only musician who could play the sax and look like he's about to deadlift the entire E Street Band at the same time. Number 2, I think this might be my favorite. Bill Clinton. Say what you want. The man made America suddenly very interested in how someone places their mouth on an instrument. Musically speaking, of course. Backfired. Okay, number 1. I bet you can't guess who it is. Karnak. No, I'm just kidding. My number 1 most unforgettable saxophonist or sax player, which is it, Craig? One of the two? We'll call it either one. Craig Saxy. Sit down, sit down. Because not only is he a world-class saxophonist, he's also the only one on this list who might actually have watched the show before. Plus, he's a Rocky Mount guy, which automatically gives him bonus points. So, sit tight. We'll be right back with Craig Saxy.
I never thought this would happen.
Never thought this would happen.
I never thought this would happen.
We got you.
We got you.
We got you.
When the unexpected comes calling, call the one team prepared for what no one can predict.
We got you.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
When you buy a new or used vehicle from Davenport Auto Park, you drive change because a portion of every sale goes to support a local nonprofit that you choose. So whether you buy a new Honda or GMC or a certified pre-owned vehicle, you're not just getting a great vehicle, you're giving back to your community. Ready to make a difference? Visit Davenport Auto Park online or stop by today at 600 English Road, Rocky Mount. Your next car can change lives. Davenport Auto Park, your dealership for life.
Phil's Music Exchange of Wilson offers thousands of vinyl LPs, CDs, cassettes, 8 tracks. They even have reel-to-reels, DVDs, Blu-rays, VHS, video games, an abundance of music for the music lover. Check them out today. Phil's Music Exchange in Tarboro, 207 West Tarboro Street, downtown Wilson, or philsmusicexchange.com.
As promised, we're back with the man, Craig Saxy. He's kind of looking like a Weekend at Bernie's over here. I'm just kidding. He doesn't look that way. So, thanks for coming on, Craig. It's great to see you, man.
Anytime. I put these on. I thought I was going to have to walk in, you know. I wanted them to get the whole effect.
Oh, that's okay.
Craig
You can wear them if
Saxy.
you want to.
No, we'll let you see my eyes today.
There you go. I want to start with the basics with you.
Let's go.
You're originally from South Boston, Virginia.
Oh, don't tell everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
But you're living here in Rocky Mount now.
Yeah, since I was 7 years old, we moved here, and it was.
Okay.
I thought it was the big time, the big city, and
Well, it is. I mean,
it was. I mean, because I come from a little town of South Boston, so it was a great move for us, obviously, because I'm here on your show.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you, man. So, whatever possessed you to pick up a saxophone? How did that start with you?
All right, that's a great story. I'm glad you asked that. So when I was young, my sister was the musician. Nobody really knew I was good at any of it until she went to college, and then they realized that, oh wow, her little brother's actually talented. So she took piano, and I had to go along with her to piano lessons every day she went. So eventually they were like, well, why don't Craig just take piano lessons after she's finished? So I did that for a year. And my piano teacher, I got to give it to him, Mr. David Suits down in Florida. He came to my parents after a year and said, Craig does not like playing the piano. And they were like, well, why? Did he say something? And he's like, no, he doesn't even know it because he's never played anything before. He's like, but he just does not have any passion for it. But he's really talented, and if he would practice and play as much as his sister did, he would bypass her really quickly and go and do very well. They said, what I recommend is find him something else. I like teaching him, but he's just never going to go anywhere with it. And so that's what they did. They gave me a chance. They took me out of piano lessons, and I went to this little band thing at school where you could check out a bunch of different instruments and listen to them, and they showed you the instruments. And I've listened to them, and they show you somebody like Kenny G or something for the saxophone. Just a little bit, 30 seconds of one. And it got to the saxophone, and I'm like, my ears perked up. And then they described what it was used for, and I'm like, oh man, that would be fun. So that's what I decided I wanted to play, and so they said, cool, why don't you go to Pearson's Music and go grab you a clarinet. Yeah, that's what my face was like too, and I was just devastated. I told my dad, he's like, don't worry, son. He was like, you're going to play the saxophone. If you want to play the saxophone, we're not going through another year of this. I don't want you to lose your passion. If you want to play, you should play it. So wound up, they worked it out. They said, you're going to be our first saxophone player to start out on sax instead of clarinet.
Very cool. They didn't start you on that little recorder, did they, like to do?
Oh, yeah. I did that in 4th grade. I was actually pretty good.
Yeah, my wife was a killer recorder player back in the day. So, a lot of people know you from your online presence.
Right.
Your wild photos, high energy clips, your big personality. How would you describe the real Craig in real life?
Okay, that's a good question. And my friends, y'all could answer this better, but my closest friends, but y'all aren't here today, so I'm gonna do my best.
Some of them are in the audience out there.
Yeah, I know they're watching, but I would say that you definitely don't know who I am by seeing me on stage. Yes, that is part of who I am, but that is a small part, and that is a direct result of who I am off stage. I'm very loyal to the people that in my life, and I get very emotional and passionate about the people in my life, and I can try not to, but it's just hard not to. So I want to see everybody around me succeed and do well, and like I would love for you to meet my best friend. He's actually my sound guy too. And I don't know if y'all know this guy, Ace Ashworth, but we've been friends since I was 7 when I moved here. And now, in my band, lo and behold, he came and filled in on sound one night, and then he had a full-time job after that. And he was vying for it. And I was like, "You really want to do this?" He said, "Absolutely. I love running sound. I don't want to be in the spotlight. I want to be behind you, supporting you." I was like, "Well, shoot, that's like a dream come true." So
Very cool.
My best friend Ace would be the best one to answer that, but I care a lot about the people around me, and if it doesn't work for them and me, then it's just a no-brainer. It's a no-go.
Well, good.
So I don't know how to describe that.
I already know you're a good guy. That just emphasizes it even more. So I'm gonna shift gears a little bit. You're not only a musician, but you also do some construction and work like that. Tell me a little bit about that company and what else you do.
Okay, so I've been working in the construction industry since I was a kid. I transitioned over to sales in 2011 for a company that I was with for almost 13 years. And I just got tired of the whole construction and sales and all that stuff. Got burnt out. So before I started Sledgehammer Services, I took a period of about 2 years and went deep diving into party rentals and started Bounce Town, and absolutely love it. I still love it, but now they don't need me anymore. And I've got a great team. Shout out to Jesse, operations manager, Kata Lee, who's my office manager, and between them and the rest of the team, they just keep it running pretty smoothly. I just jump in during the week a couple times and see what's going on and see if they need me.
So I know Craig Saxy, you've got that name. Did you ever get called Craig Sledgy or Craig Bouncy?
No, not at all. No, it's just Craig Saxy.
Yeah, you go. But we can give, that's your stage name. If you want to give your real name, we can. It's up to you.
Yeah, so some people think Saxy's my last name, and that would be really cool. But I hate to tell you,
we're not trying to blow you up here.
I hate to tell you guys, it's not the truth. My last name's actually Cottrell. Craig Cottrell. I'm actually son of Tim Cottrell. My first name is actually Timothy, but most people don't know that.
Okay.
So that's a little bit of information you probably didn't know.
We have got a scoop here tonight, so that's a good thing.
So Timothy Cottrell is actually my real name, but if you call me that, my dad's probably going to answer.
Yeah, you go. So between, performing and swinging sledgehammers and things like that, what's the most bizarre thing that's ever happened either on the stage or on your job? Anything comes to mind?
That I can mention here?
Yeah, we're kind of PG-17.
I think we ought to take a drink.
We can do that.
Oh, let's see. Bizarre? I should have known you were going to ask this question. Well, let's come back to that.
Okay, we'll come back. Let you think about it a minute.
Let me think about that.
So, what has taught you the most about yourself? Your construction business, the bounce house, or the musician part of you? What has taught you the most about Craig, the person? I feel like Barbara Walters here. I'm trying to get him to cry. I'm not.
Well, you could if I really told you the truth about that. I learned a lot about myself through my friends. I've said something about them before, but the biggest thing was seeing it through their eyes, what they see. Because sometimes I like to have fun in life and enjoy every moment, but also move forward. But I had a good friend of mine who passed away, and I couldn't do anything to save his life. And anyway, passed away in my arms, and that's just how it went down.
Yeah.
And it changed my whole view of everything, because after that I just saw all the things him and my other friends had been telling me, and I actually realized they were true.
Right.
So it changed everything, and I decided from that day forward I was not going to just stroll through life. I was going to go ahead and double down and go ahead and chase whatever it was there was to chase, even though I'm like 36 years old at this point. I was like, if there's any life left to live, I better do it and make something of it.
Well, you know, those kind of life events do have an effect on you.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it in my life too.
And luckily it was a positive effect.
Yeah.
And because I was like, you know what? He would want me to live it to the fullest and do all these things he had pushed me to do, years prior. And he was like, man, why don't you do that? Just do that.
Yeah. That's awesome. I want to ask you about your band.
Okay.
Saxy and the Thrill, which is a great band name, by the way. Saxy and the Thrill. Tell me a little bit about how your band came together. Was it your idea, or did they kind of just take you in? How did that all come together? What's the story?
Stemming off of what I told you before, not the most fun event, but a very crucial event, I decided it was time to quit the things I had been doing over time just because I was good at it. Didn't mean I needed to stay in it. It was time to level up and do things that were uncomfortable and try to go to the next stage in life. So that was first of changing my name from Craig Elvis Cottrell on Facebook to Craig Saxy, which was, I didn't realize how good it was, but it was one of the best marketing techniques I ever did. I did not expect for music to become a business, but it has now. And I went straight from doing, from changing my name to that to getting quite a few shows by myself. And I knew that eventually I wanted to have my own band, but until then I needed to build up my own personal name and my reputation and get some more experience in the music industry. And so I played with some really cool cats, some really good bands, and just really doubled down on the music. And then about 3.5 years in, I decided this was the time. And I called up all the musicians that I knew I needed on my team. I already knew who they were, and y'all know who y'all are. And then that's how it started, and every one of them was like, yes, it's about time. So let's do this thing. They didn't care what the name was.
Yeah.
They just said, let's go play some music.
So with any band, there's a certain dynamic.
Yes.
You got a quiet one, you got a wild card. You got one that always shows up late.
Always.
Yeah, I get it. I played in bands myself. I know how it is.
Hey,
Speaking-
hey, what are y'all doing?
Oh my God.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of which.
Sorry, I'm late. There was a girls' volleyball game. They needed a line judge.
Oh shoot, well that makes sense, man. Do they need a backup? So you're going to take over the interview. I'll be back.
please introduce
right.
your friend here.
So this is actually the guy that's hardly ever late, and if he is late, he calls me ahead of time. So this is our guitar player, Mr. Phil Wise. So welcome to the stage,
Great
Mr.
to
Phil
be here.
Wise.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah,
Phil.
great to be here.
Yeah.
Excited. Yeah.
So if we had to describe the sound of Saxy and the Thrill, what would you say, or what would you play?
Oh wow, that's a tough one because we really bounce all over the place, but it has a common denominator of groove and soul. Even if it's a country song, Craig calls it country soul, which I think fits well.
Saxy soul country.
Yeah.
Soul saxy country.
So even the country songs still have groove and soul, but we might do a 70s good funk dance song one second, and then we might do a piano ballad the next. But somehow it all blends, and I don't,
Country sax and soul kind of might be a new genre that y'all have created.
You know what? It's something I don't think we've ever seen anywhere else.
No, it's but it's surprising. I'll admit I'm surprised at how well it fits. Sometimes.
I was going to ask you what makes y'all different, but that's it. I mean, right there.
It's
in a nutshell.
It's pretty much.
Music's a soup, and it's the ingredients you put together, and we've gotten really lucky that really kind of on our first try,
right?
The ingredients all mesh together.
Didn't James Brown say something about the soup?
He said a lot of things.
James Brown said a lot of things you can't understand. So I mean,
Yeah, but I think there was him or anyway, somebody had a soup they were putting together. It might have been one of the oldies souls, but yeah, there was soup they were making, And that's really what music is. It's a good description of soup. And we make a different soup.
Yeah.
But we use all the same ingredients that other bands use, but our soup just comes out a little smoother.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of freaking fun.
It is. It is.
Is it not?
It is.
Did you guys have a dream gig you've thought about?
You know what? I don't know your answer to this, but I don't think we've ever talked about this collectively. We have a goal and a direction we're going, but I don't know that I have one anymore. I did as a kid, but that kind of faded, and the music became more important.
Mm-hmm.
And that big future you dream of became less and less important, and developing who you are in music became more important.
Right.
I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, well, I have found through the years that those moments that you look forward to, that you kind of set as a checkpoint, really turn out being the ones that aren't the most memorable. The ones that are the most memorable are the ones that, it all comes together. The audience is there, the sound is good, sound engineer is good, the vibe is there, and you can't predict those. So, I same as Craig, I used to, growing up when I was 13 and 14, I wanted to play the big stage at the American Legion in Wilson. My buddy Tim Creech
That's
played.
the big time.
My buddy Tim Creech played there every Saturday, and he'd sneak me in, and I'd sit there. I was like, if I could just play on a big stage like that, to be the greatest thing. And I set that as a goal. And the Legion closed before I got the chance to. But I found those other moments that I've set as kind of the pinnacle of what I expect or what I want to accomplish are really a little bit of a letdown often. So I've just take it
The answer you gave about wanting to play the stage at the American Legion in Wilson may be the best answer I've ever had to any question on this show.
Still want to do it, I'll be honest.
See, I told you he'd be good.
Someone wants to rent that place out and book me, I'll play that one for free.
There you go.
All right, I'll have to keep that in mind.
So Craig, I'm going to go back for a second.
Go back.
I've got a crack research team here on this show.
When you say crack, what you mean like they?
No, they don't do crack.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that could get real interesting.
So they've dug up a few photos of you, and I'm guessing these are things you get into when you're off the clock. We're going to be putting up these photos as we talk.
It could be interesting.
The first one's pretty normal. It looks like you're riding a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Now, is that something you do a lot? Because I actually used to be a motorcycle guy myself. Believe it or not.
There's no such thing.
There is when you get hurt and you get old.
I can attest to one of those.
The biggest problem I had, there's no place to sit your drink when you're on a motorcycle. So
That's changed over the years, but yeah.
Okay, no kidding. I'm just kidding, folks. So tell me about the picture.
I don't know which picture you're referring to, but I love riding. I started when I was 20, and then I was actually probably one of the reasons why I didn't start my own band, because I missed
You were
that.
busy, yeah.
Because I used to be able, I set up my motorcycle to take my saxophones to the gig. And I customized it and had a custom sissy bar on the back that would fit it just perfect. And I even had two saxophones
You can't
inlaid
say
in
sissy
it.
bar nowadays.
Oh, well.
I'm just kidding.
A Saxy bar. A Saxy bar behind me and two saxophones to hold the bungees and stuff, and had it matching the bike and everything. And I'd strap it to that, put my bag on the back, throw another sax and a pedal board in this saddlebag, and away I'd go, crank up the speakers, and I'd drive all the way to Myrtle Beach 8 times a year. Man, it was fun.
Well, I've got another picture of you holding up a fish. So are you an outdoorsy type guy? I mean, nothing wrong with that if you are.
So that's actually an interesting question. I do love the outdoors. But over the years, I find that I had to kind of choose between hunting and fishing and music, because the opportunities became more and more in music. And I don't know, I found those a little more fulfilling.
Yeah.
So, but I still enjoy it. And every time I get to go outdoors and just do anything and relax, and I don't like having the cell phone right there.
Yeah, yeah.
But close by so I can take a picture when I need to.
Yeah.
Right?
I got to tell you, it's really been a blast to have you guys on here.
Thank you.
Before we wrap up, where can people follow and support and check you out on what you're working on next? You know, both solo and the Saxy and the Thrill, what's going on with you guys? We're running short on time, make it quick.
Okay. So
we're going to put something up to kind of show what you got coming up.
Okay, that'd be great. So we've got a website, saxiestthrill.com. You can go check us out there and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, obviously all the socials. Keep up with us. We are focusing a lot on festivals and things of that nature, community events, things of that nature. think we're doing a car show, tractor show coming up in September. We've got another public show down closer to the beach coming up. But you're going to see more and more of the band than you are just me solo. And that was kind of the idea and the whole reason for this. And we've actually hired our own personal booking agent who is
Very good.
just jumped on board this week. Just told the band about it Saturday. And she's going to start bringing us a little bit more, keeping us busy.
Okay.
So you'll see less of me and more of us.
We can all agree that's
There
for
you
the
go.
best.
It's a good thing. Okay, so here's the question I was kind of hinting about earlier. So I got a place out back of my house called Sam Shack. We're hanging out there.
I didn't hear you hint about that.
Sam Shack. I go out and I'll puff on a cigar, I'll put on a vinyl album side, and I might have a glass of bourbon. So if you were out there with me, is there any particular thing you'd like to smoke? Whatever it is fine, or nothing. What would you like to drink, and what album side do you want to hear on vinyl?
Man, that's great questions. Well, I can tell you on the drinking part, it's going to be 1,000 Piers and Tonic.
Okay.
And obviously a good cup of water out of my favorite tumbler here. I love morning sacks with the brand Craig Saxy. Holler, got a shout out.
Holla.
And I don't smoke anymore, so nothing there.
Album side, that's a tough one.
Album side, well, I don't know that I'm quite old enough to know what side of the albums to listen to.
If you're going to be on this show, you got to get into vinyl. You got to go see Phil Sabella at Phil's Music Exchange.
And where's this at?
He will fix you up in Wilson.
Oh, I know what
BB
you're
King's
talking
live
about.
at the Regal.
Really?
That's the only answer. BB King live
Okay.
at the Regal.
Okay,
Well, I'm bringing him, and he's going to pick the side.
that'll work. So it's been a pleasure having you guys. Thank you so much. I want you to kind of take us out with a little bit of music to kind of show us what Saxy and the Thrill's all about. Can you do that?
Was there any particular artist or anything you want to hear?
I love some Fleetwood Mac if you could do something like that.
Probably pull off some Fleetwood.
Let's make it happen.
All right.
I think now's the time when I can wear my glasses officially. Where's your glasses? I got something I want to give to Sam before we get started here. I'm going to play his request. This is the first Craig Saxy stickers that were out, and the QR code doesn't even work. I had hundreds, I think thousands of them made, and the first QR code didn't even work. But this is before I got branded, and one of my fans made my first brand. But that one's for you, Sam. So I'm going to give that to you. Thank you. All right. You ready to play something for him? That Fleetwood song, can we do Dreams?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Whatever key you can play it, I'll match it.
Hey, I want to thank my special guest tonight, Craig Saxy, for coming on the show tonight and bringing his bandmate with him, Phil. We had a great time, great discussion. Every Thursday night at 10 o'clock and Saturday nights, tune in. Up Late with Sam Bass. Don't miss it. We'll see you soon.